What's up, guys? Immortal Spawn here. This is the first of many Magic Find videos that I'm going to be running. Setting up my build right now for goblin farming. As you'll see on the bottom, I'm switching from my 5-stack build. I rock Spirit Walk, Gargantuan, Fetish Army, Slam Dance, Grasp, and Poison Darts, and I'll show you exactly why I use that build. I've tested a few other things with goblin farming, but so normally with goblin farming, with my 346 Magic Find, I typically run co-op. I typically run with friends, and the reason for that is just the amount of goblins you can find in a given period of time. Running solo, it's really interesting. I made a couple solo content videos for you guys just to see what it's like to farm Act 2 goblins by yourself, see if the loot's better, since the way the average loot is taken by the party. So if you have 3 players and, you know, I'm at, say, 340, well, without my Templar, say I'm at 322 and my partner's at 300, there's an average taken there, right? So you would think running solo, better loot would drop, and I found quite the opposite. I really think this game is encouraging co-op play, as we know, but it looks like that's true for farming as well. So this video will be the length about a full inventory of rares, and honestly, again, pretty disappointed, but I'll go through and show you my tactics here. So you'll see me switch between my Mojo and my Shield. There's a 2 Magic Find difference there, and the Mojo is going to let me deal around 25k DPS base, and the Shield is going to put me at around 19k. So I do switch off between those 2, as you'll see. If you watched my How to Max Your Magic Find video, I really run down my whole gear setup and the reasons why I use certain things. And I appreciate everybody's feedback that had watched that, both positive and negative. I learned a lot, and it was really helpful. It's first video that I did for Diablo, and it was a good learning experience. So I hope to produce better, faster content for you guys, so you could see what it's like farming endgame Inferno. So back to the goblins here. The reason I choose Gargantuan and Fetish Army is just basically because the amount of board presence or just, you know, in-game presence that they provide. The fact that they can surround the goblin, it actually traps him a little more. He has trouble escaping. Not only that, but as you'll see right now, there's ads. They'll tank the ads while I can focus my DPS down on the goblin. So although there's other spells that will deal significant more damage, I see them very useful in goblin farming, again, just for that basic fact that they have board presence, they have you know, the ability to tank and let me deal the most damage I can, take the goblin out quick. Now, farming, again, is really comes down to how quickly you can, you know, goblin farming, how many goblins you can kill in a given amount of time. So if I'm goblin farming for an hour, solo, it's not going to be as beneficial as it would be if I was farming with friends, whether it be 3 people, 4 people. Typically, and you'll see in some future co-op goblin farming videos of mine, I'll be farming with people that are over 300 Magic Find. So we try to get an average of over 301 Magic Find, and there you saw a level 63 item. I think the only one I got out of this batch of farming. So again, yeah, over 301 Magic Find is what we like to do for co-op, and you know, I'm testing this average of 346, and it's really strange. I mean, I actually don't see the drops, and I'm not just going by one video. I'm going to post another video of me doing the same farm method here, solo goblin to goblins Act 2 farming. And yeah, again, I really think it's encouraged that we co-op goblin farm. So sometimes, as you notice here, I'll engage the goblin even though there's ads. again, I'm able to tank those things with my fetish there, fetish army, and this guy I don't always fight. He really doesn't drop anything ever. But he did drop a level 60 this time, which was 1100 DPS. That probably would have sold for quite a bit back about a month and a half ago when the game was really Act 4 farming, when you were able to glitch to the end. Those people were farming weapons. And it's an interesting topic. The weapons kind of got inflated for a little bit. All weapons were pretty cheap. I actually bought like a one-hander 1150 DPS, like 15 attack speed pre 1.0.3 patch for like 500, 600K. And that one I ended up selling, I think for about 30 bucks or so when the Real Money Auction House went live. But now, like, that weapon is worth a little bit more. Well, maybe not now, but a couple weeks ago, weapons were worth quite a bit more. So it's interesting how after the 1.0.3 patch, you know, weapons were really the thing that we're farming for. I mean, what I really like to see is level 63 weapons and jewelry. Those would be the best things to see. There's a 60 ring, so I think the level 63 shield that I got and the 60 ring were the most exciting items out of this batch of farming. So you saw that I dismissed my Templar right there because I was afraid he was going to trigger the Goblin. I dismissed the Templar, I dismissed Zoltan Cool, and I engaged this pack. I didn't switch to my Mojo yet. I probably could have just to deal more DPS, but these Fallen end up exploding without me having to pop my Spirit Vessel, so I use my Gargantuan here just to tank him since I don't have... I dropped down to 322 MF right now. You know, since I don't have my Templar. So we'll kill him one more time. And the other rare spawn is the cat, or her subtitle is some sort of swift moving cat or something. The Lacuni, or Lacunti, as I like to call them. She's tough. For against a Witch Doctor, the Lacuni are really tough. Just because I'm pretty squishy, and obviously in my MF suit, anywhere, you know, I hover around 10k health, just really trying to maximize my DPS. So they jump at you and they'll take you out, and they pop my vessel usually. It's really annoying. So right now I'm waiting for my Gargantuan to be close enough to pop, and I engage with my shield. Sometimes I'll engage with my Mojo out, and I'll switch, but if it's clear like this, I can really just go in with my shield. Level 61 shoulders. Gonna have to make some room, and we are going to identify the loot that we got here. So if you guys like the format of this video, just some live commentary, and there you go, Fetish Sycophants, Spirit Vessel, Pierce the Veil. You know, sort of live commentary, fill a stash of rares, and ID them for you. Please leave your comments in the feedback. I appreciated both positive and negative of my first how to max MF video, and I'm really just trying to produce great content for you guys as I get more into this. So I'm going one by one with the rares here. Nothing too exciting yet. The crossbow. So really any weapon like under level 63 is a letdown at this point in the game. 62 armor is okay, like you can still roll great on 62 armor, but when it comes to jewelry, level 62 is the highest. As far as I know, rings and ammies only go to 62, so that's great. But weapons themselves, like, you really want to see 63, and what you really hope for is that they roll a couple damage properties. One would be damage % increase, and another would be a type of like electric damage or poison damage or lightning, I should say. So there you got lightning damage, you got max damage, and you got 33%. It wasn't enough, but On one-handers, you really want to see 1k plus DPS, unless it's really, really good stats. For example, I sold a ceremonial knife this week that was maybe like 950 damage, but it had like 11 attack speed on it, and that sold for 20 bucks. And so, you know, sometimes you can get lucky if it's a little bit less if it has the right stats. So finishing off the rares here. Nothing too exciting. That kind of got janky right there. The 81 dex throws it off. So you got 52 all res. You got the poison dart increase. Poison darts are a great ability, but Mojo is always going to be better than shield just because of the ridiculous damage bonus you get. So here's a level 62 ceremonial knife. Just not enough damage right there. Only 500, so. And I'm saving the 63 shield and the ring for last, since these are really our best drops. 16% life is quite a bit, but the shield is pretty terrible. And finally, no bueno this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed the vid. I'm going to be producing more like this, and please leave your comments below.